To come into the room. Sagittarius. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started only because those who are going to come in and do the replay, I don't want them to just hear me sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with your read, Sagittarius. We are going to start with this Oracle deck. This Oracle deck I didn't use last week, but we have not gotten through half the cards that are here. So I'm going to go ahead and see what comes out in your reading today, Sag. We're going to be pulling 4 cards from this deck, and then we're going to get into the tarot. So let's see what's coming out here for you, Sagittarius. Good morning. Hello. So let's see what's coming out here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. First card that's coming out here. Oh! This happens all the time. That's why I said y'all have to have this in y'all chart, okay? There is about to be something that you're going to be learning, and this is literally going to be a lesson learned based on something you find out. Now, I didn't say that with Virgo. With you, I am going to say. You know how you be like, oh, damn, they put this in the contract? Oh, dang, this person did that and didn't tell me. This feels like this will happen for you kind of on, I mean, of course, this is going to happen on a love level. I feel that more than anything romantically. But I feel like this is also something business-wise, not necessarily a financial level, business-wise, right? It can have something to do with, you know, you signing your name on for a house, but they didn't tell you that there were going to be certain type of amenities or additional charges a month, or that the neighborhood have one of those clubs. I forgot what it's called, right? It's, to me, I feel like it could be something that could be, you know, a financial hit for you. Okay. So I am seeing something like that. So I feel like it could be anything business wise, but yes, of course, you already know this can happen romantically. We already know that. But that's what I'm seeing. Something that's going to end up being a lesson, because I hear you saying, okay, I know not to do that again. I know not to do that again. You're going to be okay, but I just see that you're more so like, okay, I got to move differently. That ain't going to happen again. Okay, because this is definitely based off of, this is like a lesson learned kind of thing. Okay, with that one. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Sag. Let's get your second card. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of what's going on here. Second card here for Sagittarius. Glow up. This is so true. Oh my God. This is so true. Oh, you guys may be finding out. Sorry, I keep hitting the... I apologize about that. I annoy myself when I hit the camera. I get so angry when I hit the camera. You are going to find out somebody is a two-faced, no good son of a bee. Okay? Does something or betrayal behind your back. Pretends loyalty and they do not. I don't know who the hell this could be, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Here, it literally says glow up. I see this so much for you. This is so real. What does it say here? It literally says self-improvement, finding your confidence. Now, the very fact that it even says finding confidence is letting me know that some of you guys are in low confidence. Oh, Net, thank you so much. You're not even a Sag. Well, at least I know you're not. At least you may have certain Sag in a chart. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Net. This is letting me know that you have not been feeling like you're the bomb.com. And you know that you are. This is where you guys have been, right there. You know how like you put on your workout clothes or you put on the sports gear. It's funny because you guys already know I always have a story. I always have a story, okay? Because I be looking at all types of shit, right? I literally came across this feminine channel. I don't even look at anything like that, okay? I always look at home improvements. I always look at stuff like that. And this femininity channel popped up. And I was like, oh, I love her outfit. That's the only reason why I clicked on the channel. I was like, oh my God, I love what she got on. I love how she had her hair. She was amazing. So I was like, oh, let me see what she got to say. And her first words was, why don't we dress feminine anymore? And then she started popping on the screen different examples of how we used to dress. And I was like, that is so true. Because now most people are in gym shoes, and the only time they'll dress up is like maybe they'll go out to eat. See, a lot of people go to the club, so they'll go to the club and they'll dress up. But like for you though, I don't think that a lot of you guys have had a reason, or may have been feeling, maybe you haven't been feeling as motivated to get up and like really be that girl. You know what I mean? Or that guy. Some of you guys just haven't had the motivation to do that. And I love this card because it specifically says, baby, it's your time. But for those who are always glowed up, be like, yes, how does this remotely relate to me? You could change your hair because it talks about personal transformation. You could already be glowed up and be thinking about, oh, I want to get a new wardrobe. You go through your closet and you're like, these clothes are like so no. You know how that happens? Like, why did I even buy that? When I bought it, I thought it was a good idea. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like, I'm just not even resonating with these clothes anymore, right? I've done that so many times, so I know, okay? So for some of you, it has nothing to do with an actual glow up. Your body is tea, your face is tea, your hair is tea, skin is on point, male and female, honey. I done seen some divine masculine skin so on point, I'd be like, what? Okay, so you could already be tea, but there is some type of personal transformation that I see that you guys are going to be experiencing. Okay, plain and simple. And it is going to give you a confidence boost because there's something about this energy that feels a little drab, feels a little stale, feels a little stagnant. And like the universe is like, okay, we got to get you up out of this. We got to change something. And that's what I'm saying. Ooh, let's talk about this two-faced son of a bee. Now, I don't know who this is. And it literally says this person is saying something, but doing something different. Now, you know, this can happen in so many ways. This could be a friend who's smiling in your face and all the while they want to take your place for real. Okay? For real, for real. People who are always pretending. People who are pretending to be something that they're not. And it's always the closest people to you, which sucks so bad because it's like, damn, like, you will think that like you know me more than other people. I've been vulnerable to you. I done told you how I felt. And these are the people who will betray you. Family members, friends, lovers, husband and wives. They know you inside out, all the way back through and around. And they done did some shit like this. A lot of y'all have experienced it. We're talking about people let's say you ain't even married to them. You've been knowing them for 15, 20 years. And you like, damn, I ain't think that you would ever do no shit like that to me. But they did. And if this hasn't happened, you will see something like that. You're going to feel like somebody is pretending to be something that they're not. You're going to be like, oh, okay, so you got two sides of you. You got two sides. Now, some of y'all have been accused of that. Some of y'all have been accused of that. So if that's the case, something needs to change. Because remember, if there's two sides of them or two sides of you, that means that something is not a whole. You get what I'm saying? There's no wholeness there. And that ain't nobody's problem. That ain't got nothing to do with Tom, Dick, or Harry, Sue, or Daisy. That has something to do with the person who split in two. Now, you know, I will never talk about people with mental health issues. I will never talk about people with mental health issues. I personally feel that people come into this world with the same ability to be balanced and straight as anybody else, right? Not straight, but I'm talking about balanced, a straight line, not having any issues or nothing. Okay, I feel like people have the ability to come in there like that, but life isn't the same for everybody. Kids are born into this world, and sometimes they have to weather a lot of severity, right? Like the way that the parents treat them, the way that society treats them, and they're just under pressure, and all of a sudden they crack, right? And that's when you see the two different personalities. And no one understands. I feel like Sagittarius is the most misunderstood sign ever. But you also have to understand, either you have been entertaining somebody like this, because we got to keep it real. We keep it real on this channel. Either you've been entertaining someone who's one way with you, and then you see the next side, the other side, and you've been dealing with that. And the universe is like, but do you want to continue to keep dealing with that? Now, if you're married to them, I feel bad, because it's like you're already in. So what do you do? Because remember, you have people saying this all the time. You get married to the person, and then all of a sudden you see the other side once you're on the other side. Now you done got the house, you got the kids. They wait for you to have kids, baby. You ain't gonna ever see that until they have kids. They gonna make sure you are locked the fuck in. And all of a sudden you're gonna see that monster. So some of y'all are in something that you don't want to be a part of. You are seeing somebody's monster, and it is scaring you. But remember, in the beginning part of this reading, what did I say? I said, there's going to be a lesson learned here. You're going to be like, I ain't going to do that again. Because somebody done exposed themselves. You had exposure and two-faced it. You're like, oh, okay. I got you. Sagittarius, y'all don't even let anybody know that you be plotting. Once you know, you gonna be plotting. I know that's right. I know that's right. Ooh-wee. Y'all always get the sneaky link, honey. Even when I don't use these cards, y'all always get the sneaky link. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Y'all are the only people who get this card consistently. Y'all always get this toughness. And I've said this plenty of times. I'm like, I know, Sag. I know you don't want to be tough. I already know that you want to be soft and delicate. You want to get treated like a princess. You want princess treatment, right? I tell y'all this all the time. But remember, we're saying that you're dealing with certain kind of conditions where you cannot be a delicate princess right now. We're not saying that you cannot ever. We're not saying that. I said right now, if anybody is trying to break you, they're going to F-A-F-O. You get what I'm saying? This is really one of those things where it's like, okay, you can try it if you want. You can try it if you want to. You see how that lightning bolt missed her? You see how it's raining and she's still dry. She like, what? You know that it's happening though, because it's all around her. So this is not like she don't know. She knows exactly what's going on. But you see what I'm saying? You see how disaster you have been able to avoid it, or you were that close to feeling it, and the universe was like, oh, hell no. This ain't gonna happen to Sagittarius. My Sagittarius. That ain't about to happen. But then if you look back in your life, if it was a film, right? We would have known a long time ago that those strikes hit you a lot. Now you're at a place where the universe is like, no, this ain't gonna happen to them. I ain't gonna let this happen to Sag. But this is the reason why we're talking about toughness. A lot of y'all have to be tough because you're taking care of family members. A lot of y'all have to be tough because you're the only person that's going to be here for those kids. A lot of y'all have to be tough because, again, mentally, you have been through so much shit. Even if you're not the one that I'm talking about being, if you're not dealing with someone that's going to make you crack, you're dealing with somebody that has made you to that point. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, either you are split in two and not whole, or you're dealing with someone who isn't whole. You get what I'm saying? Either way, you're not avoiding this energy. And this is the reason why I'm saying you are strong enough. You are tough as nails. You will endure whatever hardship that you're going through. But this isn't saying that you're going to be dealing with it anymore. It's saying that you're tough as nails because you already done been through the adversity. You already done been through that. You can't experience a glow up when you out here tired and fighting. You can't experience no glow up. Lesson learned, tough as nails, strength through adversity. Now it's time for your glow up. You're like, okay, now people gonna be thinking that I'm out here and I'm somebody to be F with. Again, you can try it if you want. But you move in life with grace and decorum. You be very demure, as they say. That is very Sagittarius energy. Very demure. You don't allow anyone to break you. There could be people who are coming together in some kind of way to plot against you, to talk about you. People who are, in some kind of way trying to, they could be praying for your downfall in some kind of way. But again, we already know it ain't gonna work. But we do have to get to you on this part, because I see this in your reading, even when I don't have these cards. And we have to talk about why some of you don't feel whole. Now, there ain't nothing over here where I'm about to be a meter for righteousness. You do whatever the hell you want to do. Okay? Here it says that some of y'all are having some type of private meeting with someone, could be of high status, high stature, some type of discreet intimacy, which means that you guys are getting with someone who they can't parade you around though. Now I'm on y'all side. Some of y'all are okay with that. If you like it, I love it. But my thing is that do you really have to go out in the dark? Are you a werewolf? Okay? No, you're not. So there's going to be a doing better energy here for you. I can guarantee you that. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's get into your tarot. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Vampires, werewolves, all of that. Vampires, werewolves, all of those things, baby. Okay? But I'm telling you, with that darkness, it's like whatever's happening in the dark will come to light. I'm telling you, with that spilled tea, some secrets being exposed. That's what it's basically saying. So if you're the one sneaking around with somebody, and it's somebody of high status, okay, and you're a Sagittarius, and that other person is a Sagittarius, now there's a war. Now there's a war. Because I'm reading for y'all. And I already told you that y'all tough as nails. So imagine coming up against another Sagittarius that's tough as nails. And you've been dealing with her man or woman. His man, his woman, whatever you want to call him. Please. Y'all gonna be going to war. And some of y'all was like, we can go to war. That's Sagittarius energy. I'm going to go to war for mine. All right. Whatever you say. Here with the Three of Pentacles coming out here for you. We're talking about work and money financially first. We're going to get the first 4 cards, talk about that, and we're going to get to the love portion. I love this because this is pretty obvious what this could mean, right? This is, it feels like it's a decision, okay, about maybe doing something new, or you guys, it's going to be, but it feels like some of you guys are trying to figure out if you should take it or not, because there's going to be a new opportunity with work and career. And I actually said this earlier for somebody. I think I may have said that for a Taurus, but it's telling you to get ready. If you haven't worked in about 10 years, you better get ready about the work. And it doesn't even mean that you're going to be working for anybody. This could specifically mean that you're going to be working. Like you're going to have to put in some work into something. You may be used to being pampered. They're saying that you need to get ready because you're about to be working for something. Okay. It's not just the, going out your house doing a 9 to 5. A lot of this just saying that if it's something that you are wanting, that you're going to have to work for it. But yes, I do see that there's going to be an opportunity for some of you for a new kind of job or something like that. Okay, that's what I see. I do see training here. Some of you guys may have 6 weeks training, 3 weeks training from what I see here, according to some of these cards. It looks like it could be at least 3. Okay. I don't know if you guys may have to travel for this. Some of you guys may have to travel for this training. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. A card just flipped. Let me see what that was. I ain't gonna show it. I'm gonna talk about it in a minute though. That goes right in harmony with what I just said about that whole breakable thing. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this you right now is telling me why you're going to need some kind of work or some work that needs to be done. Some of you guys are going to have to really put in some effort, and I'm being for real, because it's, just based off of what I see, I just feel like you haven't really expanded the way that you want to as far as your career. Let's say you're writing something. Let's say you're producing something, like you haven't gone anywhere. You've gone a little bit, just a little bit, but it hasn't taken off the way that you want to. And it's funny because every time I look at that picture, it's like his face is towards the wall, right? Like he's running into a brick wall. It's like, damn, like I feel like I'm getting somewhere and I'm not getting there. So it's kind of like that, where it's just a slow process of you guys actually like coming out of something. Like, yes, there's going to be new work done. There's going to be a new job. There's going to be something that you need to do. Come together with people, being cooperative with people in order for you to get out of this stagnancy. Because it's moving, but it's moving so slowly, you barely feel the progression. This is like you can work for a job for like a year and you get your raise and they come to you with that bogus ass, oh, we're going to go ahead. It's raise season. It's raise season. And you're like, oh, because see, with my job, they didn't tell us. They knew what to do. What they did was everybody got a raise, but everybody had a different raise. So, when you're on a nursing staff, nobody knows what raise they got on their check. And you working with women, baby, they ain't going to tell you shit. They going to open up that check. They going to close it. Boom. If you're looking at your check on the internet, they going to wait till everybody else is out of that room before they check and see. And then you ain't going to hear nothing about it. But then when you open up your check, they may got the same thing. But when you open up your check and you realize that they only gave you 12 cents and the company made $1 billion the year before, you like, excuse me? That's the slow progression. Because if you keep going like this, you will never go anywhere. Because that 12 cents ain't going to make a difference at all in your personal life. And this is what I'm saying. This is how it's been with you. It's like you're making a little bit of progression, but you can't see it. So this is where the frustration is coming from, which is why, he's banging his head against the wall, so to speak. It's like, damn, like I'm not getting anywhere. And a lot of y'all really been scraping. Y'all really been hurting. You like, damn, like I need something. But again, like I said before, the first card already says that there's something here where people are going to be cooperative with you and, bringing you on the team. You could be a part of a team or something like that. I'm telling you, something is going to go down in the work area for you. So if you have not, it will happen. Okay. And some of y'all are going to have to stop spending money that you don't necessarily need to be spending money on either. Yes, enjoy your life, right? But I still feel like if you're having money issues, I know you're trying to look good for the bae, right? I know you're trying to look good for these men and these women, but at the same time, you got to be a little bit more frugal. I'm not saying cheap, but you got to be smart about your money. Okay. Because some of that stuff I'm seeing that it doesn't necessarily have to be showing in your reading, and it is showing. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get some more here. 1 cent raise. Baby, you can keep it. Okay, I'll go somewhere else. Keep that 1 cent. That's insulting. Slave fees. Slaves. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. This is showing in your future energy. I love it. I love it. Because there is stability for you in the future. Remember, this is a future part of your reading. It is stability for you in the future. It is. And it's so funny because a lot of you guys are going to have stability. And I know you're not going to want me to say this, but a lot of you guys are going to have the means to do what you want. And guess what? You see how you're right now, you're scraping? When money starts to pick up, because you could be doing this now. You could be doing this even now. But when money starts to get real good, you're going to have responsibilities. Now your family, your mama, your kids are going to be like, you know, can I have? And because you have such a good heart, according to this reading, you do. You really do. A lot of y'all help y'all family out now, financially. We talked about that whole, helping out the mom and stuff like that, helping out the dad, helping out. I see a lot of helping out here. You guys help out your family members a lot. I'm not saying all of y'all, because a lot of y'all are being accused of being negligent like a mother, honey. But I have never talked to a Sag like that. And I'm pretty sure most Sagittarius who are like that wouldn't be wanting me to do their reading. So most of the people I've talked to, I'll say all, out of all these years, I've talked to Sagittarius is exactly the ones that I'm reading for right now. If you guys got it, you're going to help. That is who you are as an individual. And guess what happens? I wasn't going to show you this. I wasn't going to even show you. I was going to show you at the end. But I want to show you, because you are such a wonderful person and you've been acting in that way. Here, you guys, that is a fulfillment card. We're not looking at this at any other way because we're talking about money right now. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about finances. And this card came out. So because you guys are in a place where you are helping out family here with the 10 of Pentacles, it's like the universe is like, oh, I'm going to be able to help you. I want to give back to you. So now you can feel the love. And it's going to be in whatever way you have been wanting. Whatever way you've been praying for, right? Remember, we've been saying that whole begging thing for y'all. I'm like, what the hell is this begging in Sagittarius card? This ain't them. And I figured it out. I was like, oh, this is what they've been asking for. They've been, diligently asking for something from God that they have not seen. And today, the universe is like, I'll answer you. You're going to get it. You're going to be okay. Okay? So yeah, right now, money may not be the best. You may not be feeling good like the way you need to feel as far as mentally or whatever, but there's some good shit here. Let's get one more card and we're going to get to the love portion. We always do 4 cards for money and then we get to love, because I always got to take a deep breath when it comes down to the love portion. Oh, brother. Honey, money is going to be on point. When I tell you a lot of y'all were wrecked, honey. And when I say wrecked, I'm talking about wrecked. For real. Now, I don't know what this means, but I'm talking about upheaval up the ass. Whether it is you trying to find some place to live, whether it is you who were bankrupt, whether it's you didn't have a job, whether some type of event shocked the hell out of you and you had to pay for something, whether it was a divorce. When I tell you that, your money in your bank account got wiped out, I'm talking about a lot of y'all have been at that place where you guys were like, what the hell is this? Is this my reckoning? What did I do? I haven't done anything, right? You were questioning God. You're like, what the fuck is happening with me? That's what I'm seeing here. It was chaotic. But when I tell you, you are about to get on your feet, you're going to start feeling this, I heard, soothing. Soothing. You know, when babies, when they start cutting the teeth, Oh, Lord, I don't miss that. I think I love kids. Baby, that was a period I could not stand. My son was crying all the time. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay. It was hurting him. And that is how you guys have been. Many little cuts, one after the other. And you were just needing something to just soothe the pain. And I promise you, it is showing that even financially for you, you're going to be at a place where everything is healed. There's a recovery here. There's a healing here. It's like you went to a doctor in the spiritual world. And I'm not talking about oracles. I'm not talking about psychics. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about you. You don't have to go to anybody. It is like you are being patched up. And whatever you have experienced as far as financially, that is going to be restored. Okay? Now, let's get to the love portion. There is somebody in this reading, and I have to say it. Y'all are fine as wine, but baby, y'all bogus as hell. I ain't judging you though. I talk to a whole lot of mistresses. Y'all fine as wine, but y'all are bogus as hell. And you want to know why you're bogus? Because I know y'all don't owe any loyalty to anybody. But a lot of y'all are wasting time. You're wasting time. And remember, I talk to a lot of people who are mistresses, and they come up with the same answer all the time. I don't feel like it because this is where I want to be. And I don't care if I'm here for the next 20 years. And I'm like, if that dude died before you, his wife is going to get everything. I don't care. And I'm like, then so be it. Okay? Y'all know I don't argue with nobody. I tell it to you straight. This is the reason why y'all come to me. I don't give a damn. You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. I think this was a nurse who was literally damn near 70. And it was no shame in her game. I want y'all to hear what I'm trying to tell you. This is when I went to a new hospital. I loved this particular department. So I didn't know her. I've been with this particular company for a while, but I went to a different department. That's when I started floating. Baby, when I tell you this was probably one of the best departments I worked for, but I came across this older woman who had to be 70. Everybody in the damn clinic knew she was a mistress. And it was tripped out because she was talking to me about this man. And then the other nurse come up in here and they're like, oh no, that's her boyfriend. He's married. I'm like, what? They're saying it. And I'm like, well, the way she was talking, I would have thought that this is her husband. They're like, oh no, that's her boyfriend. The man is married. I'm like, what? And y'all know this? Like, yeah, that's she. I'm like, well, how long has she been dealing with him? She said for 40 years. I said, well, I'll be damned. Okay. So I know that some people don't give a damn. And she doesn't feel like she's wasting her life. She really don't. But I also feel like there's this thing of, if I was to read her chart, there's this thing of like an illusionary. Because she's fooled herself that it was okay for her to be by herself during some of the best days of the year, during Christmas and during Thanksgiving, because he was not. Okay? He wasn't even there a lot of times for her birthday. And I'm like, I can't live like that. I'm too selfish for that. So when I say bogus, I'm like, do you think that that's okay? And for some people it is. We got to get out of la la land and stop thinking that people are made like you, because some people are not. And she was fine. She was like, I don't care. So we're going to get off of that because I was only talking to those who are the sneaky links. Okay? Now, moving on to your situation here, Sagittarius, you have been on the other end if it has not been you. The first card that's coming out here is the Three of Pentacles, which is already letting me know that you have been patiently waiting for someone to cooperate, waiting for someone to come in and be a teammate for you. Someone who you can walk to the pastor, you, him, and God, right? This is what you've been waiting for, and this person has not done it. And you know why. Because you know that there's somebody else. You've been knowing it. A lot of you are, this reading is saying that you are very aware that there's another person. Even if you don't know their name, you know that there's another person. You may know their face. And some of these people have made themselves known. Some of you guys have kids with this person, which is, you know, another reason why I feel like some of you guys you can't let them go. You also had the Ten of Pentacles that showed earlier. So this is letting me know you have been knowing them a long time. But again, we go to the second card, and even this with the personal readings, as far as like a love reading, you guys are frustrated. It's like you are talking to a brick wall. No matter what you say, this person isn't going to change. I love you. I want to have your kids. Ten of Pentacles. We've been knowing each other for a long time. I got your back, right? And again, you go right back to this one right here, and this Knight. They're not changing. They're not going to change, y'all. So it's either you accept it or you don't accept it. Okay. Now, some of y'all may find out that you're dealing with someone and they are not who they pretend to be. We see two-faced here. You may find out that they were, you know, they've been dealing with the past for a while. So they're going to you, and then they're going back to them, and they're going back to them, and then come back to you. They've been in this energy. I do see a parent here. I don't know which one is the parent. Both of you guys could be parents, but I definitely see children involved in this reading. I definitely see that. But I am saying, like I said before, part of this Knight of Wands is basically saying, how do you visualize your future? Like, where do you see yourself going here? What's your future plans? Because most of y'all ain't like that. You're not about that life. You ain't about that life while spending some of your precious moments sitting in the house by yourself on those days. You ain't about that damn life. But you could in some way be going down the same path though, because you're hanging on to someone or dealing with certain people who is just as clueless as you have been. You're waiting for them to lead you, or wanting them to lead, and they lead. What does that even mean to them? They are clueless and unpredictable and inexperienced, but very controlling. Because if you've been with me, you ain't going nowhere. Because this is what they've been telling you, right? They come in here and they tell you that you are mine and I am yours. They tell you what you want to hear. Knight of Wands, the smooth talker, right? They tell you what you want to hear. You guys got this history. They make you feel all cuddly on the inside. You got a little love for them, and then guess what happens? A revelation. You find out what? That this person is not who they pretend to be. Oh my God. I almost dropped the camera. The person isn't who they claim to be, right? Shocking. As soon as I say it's shocking, the camera almost scared the hell out of me, right? I really do believe it's going to be something that you're going to find out. Please be careful sexually. If you are effing anybody and you know that they are out here in these streets, you need to be making sure you are strapping up. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? But like I said before, you know, I do see someone here who is extremely selfish. And I want you guys to be able to open up these doors basically to real love. Okay. But it's been very broken relationship, very broken. And there's a false sense of security. So what are we even doing? Let's see what the spirit realm has to tell you. Nobody has to know. That is crazy. What you mean you ain't gonna tell nobody? What you mean you ain't gonna tell nobody? You ain't gonna tell nobody I'm around? Well, we gotta pretend that I'm an invisible man. Is this what you're telling me? I have to pretend I'm invisible, man? Man, please. I have to pretend that I'm invisible, man? Get out of here. No, ma'am, no, sir. Let's pull a card for Sagittarius. You guys are a part of the Marvel world, universe. That I made you mofos invisible, man. Hello. Did not tell you. Did not tell you. What came out earlier? That 10 of Cups. It sure did. And I told you. I said there's healing, there's recovery, there's fulfillment here. Ooh, Spirit was on it. But before we even get to that, before we read that, what does it say here? It literally says, seeking happiness outside yourself may be leaving you empty. I didn't say it. Y'all saw me pull that card? Y'all think I just be reading out of my behind? It says, turn inward, please. For true happiness, what are you doing? Invisible man. What are we even doing here? Fulfillment, true emotional satisfaction comes from within. Your happiness is not dependent on external factors. Acknowledging this, okay, is what's going to really help you. It says, find joy in the present moment. That is what I have for you. Oh, let me tell you some signs that I saw. I meant to do that. I did it only with one person. I don't think I even did it with Taurus. I think I did it with Virgo. I don't even think I did it with Virgo, but I think I did it with one of them. The signs that I'm seeing here are earth signs, heavily Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm also seeing, oh, you had a lot of earth. I see Gemini here. Let me see if I see another one. I see a Libra. Let me see if I see another one. I'm just picking up the cards and it's going to tell me, and I see a Pisces. Okay. Sagittarius, I'm going to be going live tonight. If you guys have any questions, hopefully you guys will see. Hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully you guys will see if you have any questions. But either way, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, and I will see you beautiful people back here tomorrow. I do believe tomorrow. Okay. Enjoy your morning. Love you guys.